What's going on, everybody? Alonzo here with GulfCoastSmoke.com, and today I'm bringing you episode 1 of the GCS Summer Games. So I invited two of my best friends over to my house today. I didn't tell them I was going to do this, but I flipped the script on them, and now they're going to have to cook me barbecue. I've had them over hundreds of times, and they're always eating what I cook, but today I want to eat what they cook. So we're going to head on out to Tuttle's Meat Market in Woodsboro, Texas. I'm going to let them choose whatever they want, and then they're going to come back to the house, and we're going to have a little game style thing here going for them. I'm going to bring them in here right now. I'm going to introduce our two contestants. To my right, I have GCS Chance, and to my left, I have GCS Travis. I'm going to remove my mic for a second. Travis, what do you think about today?
So definitely didn't expect this, but I'm excited. I think I'm going to get a chance to kind of see what I can do on some of these pits I've never actually used before. So we'll see what I end up with and see how the cook comes out.
Cool. Chance, what are you thinking?
I think it's going to be a good time. Like Alonzo said, you know, he's fed me multiple times. So to have an opportunity to cook for him and his family, I think will be a good time. And just hoping to put out some good food, enjoy myself, and enjoy the weekend.
So thanks to these two guys for being here with us today. We're going to head to the store. One of the things that I haven't told them yet is they have to use one ingredient that is the color red. That's going to be our little twist for today. If you guys have any ideas on how we can make this better moving forward, drop them in the comments down below. If you guys like this idea, leave a thumbs up, all that good stuff. But let's head to Woodsboro.
To check out, but Alonzo forgot his wallet, so I think I'm paying today. I'm gonna charge interest though, so
Let's get his reaction when he comes
about to
back
get
in.
it come up.
Let's move up.
Chance, what are you going to cook today?
I went pretty simple today. I'm going to do some chicken thighs, some homemade pinto beans, and also some pig shots.
Okay, and those pig shots, were they pre-made from Tuttle's or?
Correct.
Okay.
Pre-made from Tuttle's. Shout out Tuttle's.
Yep,
if you
that's
haven't
what
been
I
to
wanted to say.
Woodsboro, you need to come check them out. Great people, great store.
All right, Travis, what are you going to cook?
So I'm gonna do some pinwheels. Not exactly sure 100% what I'm gonna do for sides yet, but I'm gonna do a little special stuffing there for the pinwheels, and you'll see later on. It's gonna be pretty impressive, I think. So.
Okay, and if you guys like this video, if you guys like Travis and Chance being in the video, you have to leave a thumbs up, and you have to let us know that you want to see round 2. What do you want to see in round 2? How can we make it more difficult for these guys? The next thing you're going to see is we're going to head to my house, and now they're going to choose what cooker they're going to use. They might not necessarily get the exact cooker they want, but that's all what this is about. This is just about having fun. The grocery games, the Gulf Coast Smoke games. I think this is going to be a really fun video, so we'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, now that we're back from Woodsboro and the guys know exactly what they're going to be cooking, they need to figure out what cooker they're going to be using to make their dish today. So I have a wheel here with 7 different options, and they're gonna spin it to see exactly what they'll be using. So it's pretty self-explanatory. If they land on $20 grill, for example, we have a $20 grill that we used in a video earlier this year. I'll leave a card right here to show you how we made some delicious ribs on there, but we have a few options that these guys can choose from. Hopefully they land on exactly what they want. All right, Travis, you're up. What are you hoping to use today?
Okie doke. I don't know. I don't even know if I really have a preference. I'm kind of just excited to see what I get, and we'll go from there. So here we go. The Jumbo Joe.
That's a pretty good option. It's just like a Weber kettle, just a little bit smaller. So
Okay.
I think you should be pretty comfortable with that one.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, awesome. All right, so now it's Chance's turn. Chance, what are you hoping to use today?
100% the Weber kettle. I own one myself and definitely have used it a ton. So opposed to some of these other cookers, I have the most experience using a Weber kettle, so that's what I'd like to get.
Okay, go ahead.
Get it, get it. What are you doing? Spin better.
Let's go.
Oh, talk about luck. Talk about luck. Chance, how do you feel about that? You got the Weber kettle. You were just talking about how you wanted it.
Yeah, I just couldn't be happier.
Couldn't be happier. All right, so let's move on. Let's start cooking.
All right, today we've got some Angus fajitas from Tuttle's Meat Market, and what I'm going to be making is some pinwheels. I'm going to stuff them with cream cheese, prosciutto, and some asparagus. I'm actually going to take the asparagus and kind of cook it a little bit beforehand, maybe like a minute or so, something real quick, just get it nice and bright green, and then I'm going to stuff them. And since the challenge today kind of calls for something red, I got some paprika. I'm going to take this, put it in the cream cheese, make the cream cheese kind of red, and then we'll go cream cheese, prosciutto, asparagus, and we'll wrap them up and make some pinwheels. So now that I got these split, they're a little bit thinner. What I'm going to do is once I've just cooked the asparagus for a little bit, then I will go ahead and get the cream cheese prepped and get it all red. And then I'll spread this cream cheese in here, put the prosciutto, and then add the asparagus, roll them up, and then we'll cut them up into the appropriate size. And we'll get them on the grill. I think I might kind of do some trimming here just to make these a little more even so that the rolls look a little better. But we'll see once the stuffing gets going.
All right, first things first, I'm gonna start with these pinto beans. It's a very simple dish, only 3 ingredients, as you can see. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna empty this bag along this cutting board, and what that does is allow me to go through the bag and look for any split beans, or even more rare, a rock. Very rare, but it is possible. So that's what I'm gonna start with first. All right, so after a few quick minutes, this is what we have. The entire bag of beans emptied into the bowl, except what we have here. These are our split beans, about what you'd expect to see in this size bag. I mentioned a rock earlier. We did not find any rocks, but even maybe more rare, a piece of corn, as you can see right there. So I've never seen one in a bag of beans. Maybe comment in the comment section if you guys have. Next, we're gonna hit these through a colander with some water and into a pot. Okay, so right now I got the pot of beans on the stove. I removed the beans from the colander, put them in this pot, and about twice amount of water to beans ratio, because as the beans cook, they're going to absorb that water and the water level will go down. Also, as these begin to boil here in a minute, I'm gonna add salt, pepper, and Southern Belle. Okay, so we have 5 chicken thighs here from Tuttle's Meat Market. And what I'm going to do is first pat dry them, So when I apply the rubs we'll be using today, they stick a little better to the chicken. Today I'm going to use a base layer of Southern Belle, one of the best rubs I've ever used, and use a top coat of Southern Hospitality. The flavor I'm trying to achieve is savory with a little of that heat and spice that you can get from Southern Hospitality.
And that's a wrap for episode 1 of Gulf Coast Smokes Summer Games. You guys let me know, do my friends actually watch my videos? I would say that everything they cooked today turned out really exceptional. Travis killed it with that fajita wrap. So we're gonna bring him in real quick. He's gonna tell us exactly what he did, and then I'm gonna taste it. Okay, so Travis, what did you cook for us today?
So we had the Angus fajitas. We kind of cut them thin and then wrapped them. We stuffed them with the cream cheese, the prosciutto, and the asparagus, and kind of just put them on the cold side of the grill and just kept temping them. It was my first time using a ThermoPen, so obviously that made it super easy. So I would suggest that if you ever have the opportunity to use one, use that. And just kind of kept watching it and made sure it got to the temp that I was looking for and pulled it off, and everything turned out pretty great.
So what was your red ingredient?
So my red ingredient was the cream cheese with the paprika in it, and it kind of came out a little orange, but
Hey, it worked.
It still looked good. Yeah.
The paprika was red. So we're going to take a quick bite and we're going to see how everything turned out. All right, so cheers. Right off the bat, I get saltiness from that prosciutto. The fajitas are cooked perfectly.
Yeah, the cream cheese is not just like what you would expect, just the creaminess of it. It has like that extra saltiness to it from the prosciutto.
For sure.
And it
For sure.
turned out really good.
I would say you killed that.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, right?
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so if you guys want to see Travis in episode 2, drop a like down below. And now we're going to move on to Chance. He cooked some boneless, skinless chicken thighs and some pig shots, and then he made some homemade beans. We're really excited to try this one. All right, so Chance, how do you think today turned out?
I think it went well. I got extremely lucky with the spin of the wheel and landed on the Weber kettle. 2 of the things I've not cooked today, one being a pig shot and one a boneless, skinless chicken thigh. Typically, I get chicken thighs skin on, bone in from my local H-E-B. But today at Tuttle's, I went with this, and I think everything turned out okay.
So we'll take a quick bite and we're going to let you know exactly how it all tastes. All right, so first we're going to take a bite of the beans. Those came out really good. The thing I really like about these beans is they are spicy, but not in a bad way. It comes from the pepper that he threw in there, from the Southern Belle. It just has a really good overall flavor. That Rotel comes through. And man, those are just some really dang good beans. How did they turn out to you?
I think they turned out good. We had some complications earlier off camera. We're not going to go there. Outside of that, adjusting and overcoming, just like you in your backyard, overcoming obstacles, getting through the cook. Overall, everything turned out fantastic.
This guy's a motivational speaker now.
Thanks.
He wasn't 25 minutes ago. He wasn't. Well, maybe a little longer than that.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, so now we'll try a pig shot. Come on. It's just delicious. Sausage, bacon, jalapeno, cream cheese, sour cream. Then we put some barbecue sauce on there. Chance put
Apple habanero.
apple habanero, head country. Delicious stuff. So I would say again, I mean, so far 10 out of 10 on both of these dishes. And last but certainly not least, we're going to take a few slices of this boneless, skinless chicken thigh. Woo! And now let's take a bite. that texture is incredible. That texture is incredible. So you started them over the fire first, right? Which is something you typically don't do.
Correct.
That's what I do. And I think maybe he's watched me enough to know that that's what I do. So that's why he did it today. Maybe just to be nice to me, to prove to me that he watches the videos. But this chicken came out incredible. I would say, again, 10 out of 10 on every single one of these things that Chance cooked. And overall, what are you thinking? You like all your dishes?
I think it turned out well. I think with the boneless, skinless chicken thigh, hitting over the direct heat, gives it the char, gives it the texture that you wouldn't otherwise get unless you're cooking bone-in, skin-on thighs, where the skin cooked crisp up. Hitting with the direct coals makes a difference.
Yep. Thanks again for my friends coming out and doing this today. They didn't know this, but they just won a lifetime supply of free Gulf Coast smoked seasonings. Every month for the rest of their lives, I'm going to give them any seasonings that they want and need. They're two of my best friends. They've been here with me from day one, so I'm getting the chills talking about it. Seriously, I'm getting the chills talking about it. These guys have been with me for a long time. I appreciate them. I love them. If you guys want to see another video like this, you got to let us know by dropping a comment, leaving a like, doing all that cool stuff. As always, we really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.